Good morning, everybody, and welcome to From the Ashes podcast. Today, we are going to be talking about a pretty interesting topic. But before we get into that, let me just say hello. I am your host, Phoenix, and with me today is, and I'm sure you guys that listen always hear me say the same thing over and over again, but this time it's going to be different. With me today is that major asshole, Arson. How you doing, buddy?
Huh? I wasn't paying attention.
See?
Nah, I'm just kidding. I heard exactly what you said.
Oh, well,
You heartless bastard.
well, you love me, or at least I've heard him say it. I'm just saying. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, besides Arson, we also have Ocean with us. How you doing, brother?
Hi.
Ocean will be playing the part of Amanda today, and we'll see how
I
that
need
goes.
to talk Southern the whole time then?
Bless your heart.
Oh, damn, you hot.
Oh, all right. And also with us is our new cohort, Grim. Grim, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm a little constipated, but I'll be okay.
Must have been that turkey.
Must have been the turkey. So guys, today we are going to be combining two movies, or well, maybe it doesn't have to be just two, but if it has more than two, then you're gonna have to have some explaining to do. But however, how this is gonna work is, and actually how this came to be, was we were talking in I don't know if it was a podcast or if it was just like all of us just BSing, but I was it was Ocean and I talking about like different things, and I think I screwed up trying to get something out, and I basically combined the Terminator and Annie, like Little Orphan Annie. So that set the pace for this, and ever since then I've been wanting to do this, and it's exciting because Ocean and I have been like kind of like brainstorming with each other the past couple of days, and I I really like some of our ideas. Ocean said he wrote them down, so I can't wait to hear this. but anyways, yeah, that's pretty much the premise for this episode today, is combining or meshing two movies together, and seeing what kind of crap show we can deal with here, But right. So that being said, why don't we just hop right into it? And I want to give Grim the first shot at combining a couple movies, and let's see what kind of crap he brings to the table right now.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna get my goofy out of the way first. I want to combine the original Mortal Kombat movie from like
The 90s,
like the 90s, and then Predator, because I think it'd just be really funny, just to like every scene where someone is in like a forest or something. I just want to see the Predator's eyes like glow, but then he just doesn't do anything because he can't fight without starting combat, because that's the rules of Mortal Kombat, so he just sits there. I just think that'd be funny. and it's the original Mortal Kombat movie. That movie's just funny in it of its own.
I mean, to be fair, the original Mortal Kombat movie I thought was really good. The second one,
it was good.
The second one, however, was not as good, as they replaced, key characters and stuff like that. But man, I don't know. I think the Predator would get his butt whipped by freaking Raiden alone.
Probably.
By the laws of Mortal Kombat, they have to scale every character so they're even.
That's pretty interesting. I was gonna say, the Care Bears movie and Freddy Krueger. No, I'm kidding. I just like, could you imagine that? That's like combining like Scooby Natural, Scooby Doo and Supernatural, like when they all found out like it's real life and like, oh no, and they freak out. Like it's so funny. But yeah, let's combine Care Bears and Freddy Krueger. But the Nightmare in Care-a-Lot, I don't know. but yeah, I actually that pick you got it's not too bad. It is kind of a goofy pick, but it is also makes you think. I don't think Predator's ever been in a Mortal Kombat. I don't think.
He was in X, the game.
Oh, yeah.
E.
The best character because his setups were unreal.
I don't know. I think
better.
Reptile could fool him.
That'd be an interesting interaction.
Right. Because they both can go invisible. So
Except one's cold-blooded.
Yeah, that's true. So he couldn't even see like Reptile at all. Ooh, that'd be a good one.
Reptile is unironically the one thing that'll probably kill Predator.
Right.
The hard counter.
Because you can't see the heat senses, like of Reptile.
I guess it depends which Predator we're talking. We're talking like the original Predator, right? Not like the Predators that specifically have the vision for like the xenomorphs and shit, where they can also switch to different like visions.
Oh yeah, different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking OG. Well, actually, it would be Grim. Grim.
Yeah, I was thinking OG Predator.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, there you go. Because that's not my pick. That's his. So
definitely be more of an interesting fight then.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What's your take on that, Ocean? We need a snore button.
Well, I mean, what was I supposed to say? You guys just spent 8 minutes dissecting. I think you guys covered all the points.
Excuse me, it's not even 7 minutes yet. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Well, with that, I enjoyed that one. But let's switch it over to Ocean and see which one he's going to talk about, and hopefully it's not one I brought up first.
So the first one is just kind of a meme one. Austin Powers and Spaceballs.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, behave.
I'm my
just
own
the
best
idea,
friend.
just the idea of Austin Powers running around in the entire Spaceballs story makes me laugh.
But that Austin Powers has to be the one with the bad teeth, though.
Well, he's British, so naturally.
Well, no, like in the original movie, he had his teeth fixed because, it was okay to have bad teeth back when you were in like the 60s. But when he came into the 90s, he got them fixed. So we gotta have and then when he time traveled back to the 60s in the second one, was it the second one or the third one? One of the two. I think it was the third one. Because anyways, he had his bad teeth again, and he's like, trying to cover him up. It's funny. Sorry. But that's pretty interesting pick.
They should have made Austin Powers, like the head guy for like the Empire or whatever.
Dr. Evil.
What?
What are you talking? Wait a minute. What?
Dr. Evil.
So whoever the guy is that like the Darth Vader ripoff talks to, who's the
what is it? Dark Helmet.
Yeah, whoever like Dark Helmet reports to, that guy should have been Austin Powers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're talking about Mel what's his face?
I don't know.
Yeah.
What how's the one quote go? I'm your brother's cousin's previous dog owner's roommate. So what's that make us? Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. So that's not bad. I like the thought of. So have you guys heard that they're making there's rumors that there's going to be a Spaceballs 2?
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how they can do it.
It's so late. Dude, they're just Nemoing it now. What the hell?
Yeah. Well, there's also
talks of a new done before.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would work out. That one seems especially late though.
Right. I agree. There's also talks of an Austin Powers movie, but a new one, but that has been in talks for years, like rumors. So I don't know if that'll ever actually happen. I think Mike Myers would like to do another one. But they don't know if they can get the guy who did Dr. Evil back. I'm kidding, obviously.
Dr. Evil.
I think it's Fat
I love
Bastard.
simple names like that.
Yeah. What would you name him if he was like meshed into that would he be dark evil?
Dr. Dark Evil.
Yeah, Doctor Long and Dark.
I'm surrounded by assholes.
I just like that they had to make them all cross-eyed.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's a pretty good one, man. I like that. I think it'd be really funny to see something like that. Wait till you see. Well, I think Ocean knows what I'm going to go with on mine, but wait till you guys see what I pick because it's going to be epic. I promise. All right, so Arson, what about you, bud?
Yeah, I'm just gonna spell random bullshit. Dumb and Dumber and Aliens.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
no!
That's a like YouTube short. They just get killed.
No, they would kill everybody else first
They
before they got killed. No, they would kill everybody else and still somehow win at the end of the day.
They would kill
They-
everybody else and then tape their heads back on.
They would do they do like some
Pretty
sort
bird.
of goofy Scooby Doo type shenanigans that end up getting the alien killed.
There would be like an alternate extra scene where like, you know, Ripley is facing off with the alien queen in the hangar. And then they're just in the cop. What's this button do?
Boom. Oh gosh. That their spaceship would literally be their dog van. Oh, that would be absolutely amazing. Holy crap. Talk about coming out swinging. Gosh. That was a good one.
Yeah. I don't know. I just said something.
Oh yeah, of course. But there's so, all the memes that you could get from that, Arson.
I know.
You
It could
would
probably still be done with like an intense amount of editing or just Photoshop, but you know.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right. Well, if you're done with that pick, I've got one, okay? And I was gonna say Terminator with somebody, but I started off everything started off with this. So I'm gonna change it around just a hair, okay? So I Ocean, do you mind if I use the one? Do you know which one I'm talking about?
I
We could
don't,
do-
but you go ahead.
We could do this together if need be.
Nah,
All
you
right.
got it, man.
All right. So John Wick and go on, you finish it, Ocean. Come on.
Taken.
Taken. There we go. John Wick and Taken. So the way that we described this was actually like so good. So basically, somehow the dude, from Taken, Liam Neeson, either hits or runs over, John Wick's dog. And
Oh no.
and in retaliation, he takes his daughter. And then it's just like
What?
A battle of titans.
I just thought that was freaking hilarious, dude. Like when we were sitting there talking about
It
that.
seems so out of character, but why not just to make it work?
Right,
Just
exactly.
fuck it. It would be I think it'd be pretty funny to watch.
That's how most of these versus movies go. They just fight for literally benign reasons.
Well, they're fighting because we want them to fight.
That's right. But so let me ask you a question. I mean, I clearly know. I think I know who I think would win. But who do you guys think would win?
Just give Wick with a pencil.
You could give. You could give Wick with the unsharpened pencil, and he'd still win.
Switch it up. Give him a pen.
A pen. Yeah. So,
He's going to need to write his initials. His corpse.
Give
but yeah, that was that was funny. That was one of the ones Ocean and I were talking about because I brought up that originally it was going to be John Wick and the Terminator, and same instance like Terminator, like just basically terminates John Wick's dog, and then John Wick just goes after him.
His dog.
Yeah, and then so John Wick goes after the Terminator. I still think John Wick would have won against the Terminator as well, but you know, John Wick's a bad man, really is. But yeah, so that's my choice. Well, at least one of them. And so, Grim, if no one else has anything else to say about mine, feel free to spat out your next one.
The original 86 Transformers movie, and then Avengers of Tomorrow from like 2007. You'd have to like obviously change the art styles to fit, but like the idea of like the Autobots coming back to Earth only to see that Ultron has killed pretty much everyone. And so they're going to fight Ultron, right? But then the Decepticons show up, and then they're obviously sided with Ultron because they're like, hey, this guy killed all the humanity. He's pretty cool. And then Unicron shows up, and then just a Unicron-empowered Ultron. That sounds cool.
That's quite the budget.
That is quite the budget. Like I said, never going to happen, but...
We'd run out of money!
I am going
run
to
out of money in the first scene.
I'm going to start doing a count on how many episodes in a row he mentions the Transformers.
The Transformer counter?
The Transformer counter. That's every episode he's been a part is Transformers.
Just have like a tiny little like box at the top of the screen that just says Transformers and then the number I mention it.
Okay, I'm done. Come on, someone say something, damn it.
Something.
I mean, you're saying something right now.
No, fuck you.
Oh,
So
yes, please.
I'm lonely.
Real quick, I think it's funny though that's not a bad concept though, to be honest, because the Transformers, look, I love the Transformers, I really do. Like they're like just the lore of everything Transformers is awesome to me. Like I grew up in the 80s, so you know that was my jam. That was my jelly. That was my everything. And so with the Avengers of Tomorrow, you know, and if anybody doesn't know what that is, that was a movie done in the early to mid 10,000s. I'm an idiot. 2000s. And it basically, the premise was that it was in the future, kind of like what Grim said, and it was the kids of the Avengers, basically, like most of them. And the only ones that were there really was like Vision and the Hulk, old man
Iron
Hulk,
Man too.
basically, and Iron Man. And so those guys would be basically there, and then you have Ultron that comes back and, you know, basically, yeah, does his thing. And it was a good movie, actually. It was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But I really liked it. And that's the thing. Back in the day, Marvel had some really, really good animated movies. Like I really enjoyed them. You know, like when they did the Wolverine. Oh man,
Wolverine versus Hulk. That was a good one.
Yeah. Well, and then you have what is it, like Planet Hulk? Like that was a great.
That was a good movie.
That was so good. You know, so they really hit it out of the park because they were trying to compete with DC. Let's face it, DC may fail on the big screen or has failed on the big screen, but they always knock it out of the park when it comes to their animated movies. Like so good.
Mm-hmm.
Minus that freaking new Batman animated series that is, you know, that I seen one episode and it's trash.
I'm sorry. What animated Batman show? I'm pretty sure there's only one.
Yeah.
Came
You're
out
right.
quite a while ago.
Yep. You're right.
Did he just hit you with the actually?
2004 Batman cartoon is actually really good as well.
Yeah,
I like that one.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like Beware the Batman was trash. Like that was horrible. Did you ever see that?
No.
Anybody? Nope. yeah, don't waste your time. And this new Batman that Bruce Timm actually has his hands on is trash too. However, Kevin Conroy was they actually did the first episode with Kevin Conroy on it, but after he passed, they had to like get a new voice actor to voice Batman. I'm pretty sure. So, it's hard to fill the shoes of the GOAT. Like if you were coming in and be like, okay, I'm taking over for Kevin Conroy, yeah, no, that's no. But anyways, but yeah, I really liked your pick, Grim. It's interesting. I do want to keep a counter on the whole Transformers thing because I think it's hilarious.
It's the running gag. It's my running gag.
Yeah, it definitely is something. So
yeah.
Oh, nice. You definitely woke me up there.
All right. So, anyways, Ocean, you're up, bud.
God, which one? How about Spider-Man and Teen Titans?
We're talking animated
that's
or
great.
live action?
Animated. So like Spider-Man
Okay,
joins the Teen Titans show.
Okay, which Spider-Man?
I really just wanted the original trilogy Spider-Man.
So he would be
so
animated.
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, but animated.
So Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man animated put into the Teen Titans. So not Teen Titans Go, but Teen Titans.
Teen Titans Go can
Teen
lick
Titans
my
Go.
Why'd you even mention that, man? Why'd you bring it up? You know you wanted controversy. You just really went for the button, man.
Well, I'm just saying, Teen Titans can go right now.
What did he say? Go.
Well, you never know. I mean,
are you a Teen Titans Go lover?
No, heck no.
He's a
Teen
Teen
Titans
Titans
Go. You brought it up.
Go.
Critically-
Teen Titans Go sympathizer.
Teen Titans Go, the critically acclaimed, longest running cartoon on Cartoon Network at this current moment.
When it shouldn't have been.
Wait, isn't that the Cartoon Network that no longer is Cartoon Network? No, wait a minute. No, that's Boomerang. I
feel like the fact that
I
show's
miss Boomerang.
running as a glitch in the Matrix. I forgot to turn it off.
I mean, what is it? Like a month ago? I think they had their 400th episode or something like that.
Yeah, but aren't they like 5-10 minutes long? I mean,
I don't know. I've never watched it.
Look,
I mean, I used to watch it when I was younger, but
the only thing I've ever seen of Teen Titans Go was that one. I think it had to do with the movies, like being in the movie, and it actually brought in all the other renditions of like Teen Titans, like into the movie. That's the only thing I even cared about seeing, like because it brought in the OG Teen Titans from the cartoon, and then they brought in the ones like basically from like the old Filmation, or not Filmation, but the old Hanna-Barbera Teen Titans and stuff like that. So it was like they all mixed together, and yeah, they all made fun of the Teen Titans Go from what I remember. Like
Good.
like
The only thing I remember from Go, like the last episode, I don't even remember the episode at all, but the last bit I remember was, I think Starfire blowing up the moon. That was all I remembered. Don't even ask. I don't even know.
I think they
like,
had an
that's
episode
all.
just deciding on who's going to do the laundry.
That's all I
Yeah.
remember. And the last meme thing I remember from just watching memes is like Cyborg blowing up a fucking nuclear reactor, and killing everybody.
he just shoots it.
Yeah.
He wiped out the entire city.
He doesn't shoot it. He fires a missile at it.
oh wow.
The writing got lazy in that show. Good lord.
Honestly, though, from the few memes I've seen, it does have its moments. That actually had me laughing. Because in what context or world does he do that?
He doesn't. That's the thing. It's like they had a schizophrenic writer
He
writing
also said
this.
something too. I don't know what it was. Maybe he said booyah or something.
Booyah!
And
He's
then
like,
commits genocide.
I will say,
He's just like
I will
Booyaka
say-
Shaw from the Ninja Turtles instead of the Booyah.
I will say, Teen Titans Go has some legendary memes. Because after Assassin said that just reminds me of Kid Flash and Robin having a race.
Oh
and
yeah, he
Robin,
hits
like,
him in the knee with his staff. Yeah.
Yeah, he pulls out the staff and breaks his knee, and he's like, there's like a whole montage of him running to the finish line.
There's
Okay, but yeah,
also
anyway.
no, there was that one last thing. There was that one scene from I think from their fucking movie where they shoved Bruce's parents into the alleyway so they could get
yeah.
What the fuck?
Wow,
They
talk about
pushed
dark.
Bruce's parents. Yeah.
Yeah, and like
Ugh.
he put the pearls on her neck and then they shoved them in there and then while they were getting shot, Robin does like a thumbs up. I'm just
to Kid
what the
Bruce
hell,
Wayne
man?
as he's crying.
Dude, these creators are wild and
Holy crap!
Oh.
All right, so let's bring
But-
this back to Ocean's pick.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
So Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire animated inside of Teen Titans. Now,
Yes.
Teen Titans, the actual Teen Titans, had some really good storylines. Like it ticked off a lot of people when they canceled it and then they brought out that joke of a freaking cartoon.
right.
But imagining like how would Spider-Man come to be in that universe, to be honest?
So
It wouldn't be his first time dimension hopping.
That's true.
He just moves to Los Angeles. That's it.
Freaking Madam Web.
he was just on another coast and moved up because he was sick of the city he was in.
It actually
Yeah,
it
he's
actually
just tired
picks
of
up,
New York.
it
He was just
actually
trying to
picks up
shit
right
on
after
by
the
news
events.
there.
It picks up right after the events of No Way Home.
Uh,
he doesn't get
He's like
teleported up.
40.
Yeah, he would be
He's like
more
40
like
at that point.
he would be like a mentor figure. I feel like that's how that would go. Because
That's
honestly,
hilarious.
even then it'd be well. I guess you could animate it. Would it be
I think
would it be No Way Home Toby or would it be like beginning trilogy Toby?
So I was thinking beginning trilogy because if you do like old man Toby, then he's not actually on the team and he's like a side character at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that would take away from the
Because if you bring old man Toby, he's just a pedophile.
okay.
He's like,
I was
hey
gonna
there,
say,
kids.
I think-
How you doing?
How you doing, Sapphire? You want to come to my quarters?
in terms of personality, I think a more fitting pick would be Spectacular Spider-Man.
That's
Peter.
what I was saying. He never got a movie, man. It was supposed to
He
happen,
never.
but it never happened.
That's another one
Unbelievable.
that was.
It should have been him.
That's another one that was cut down before it was supposed to be. And it was
Unless you want to count his freaking across the Spider-Verse
No,
cameo.
we don't. That is a cameo. No,
Yeah, no. No,
he
no,
deserves
no.
so much better.
No.
What do you use the Spanish page from Family Guy?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, no. That'd be an interesting thing. I'd be willing to see that just because I think Toby's personality, he's nerdy enough to where I think because I think that Tobey Maguire he plays a pretty decent Peter Parker. Like he's a nerd that you just want to punch in the face, right?
He just doesn't play a good Spider-Man.
He's just not the best Spider-Man. He's an okay Spider-Man. He's got the one-liners, but
But
I don't
also
know,
the way
just-
Teen Titans plays out is he would be in like Peter Parker mode for most of the time anyway.
this is
Nah.
true.
Because
So-
half of the episodes are always them fucking around.
Just chilling at home.
But the thing is with Teen Titans, though, no one knows Robin's alias in the Teen Titans. Like he keeps it
Right.
hidden. Like he's always in his. And I truly believe Spider-Man would be the same way
You
because
see,
he's very protective of his
That's
stuff.
fair. Yeah.
I could see it going either way. Maybe he would keep it, maybe he wouldn't. But at the same,
Yeah.
But also, just because he doesn't reveal his identity doesn't mean he goes into he wouldn't go into Peter Parker mode.
Well, that's true.
I just
He'd be more chillax, but also having to wear that mask 24/7 would be annoying as all get out. I could see him pulling his mask up above his nose. And leaving it like
Imagine he
Yeah.
copies Robin's mask, but it's just his colors.
that.
He has the Robin mask. It's just red and blue.
All
A
right,
little
so
spider symbol in the middle.
let's talk about this real quick. If he was, if we, since we did talk about Go, if he was in Go, you know he would have to have his little Spider-Man mobile, or whatever that is. The
Oh,
little...
absolutely.
He'd have to have that. He'd have to. It's so
There's
corny.
no way they wouldn't do that.
Exactly. So, but yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I remember I saw a clip from one of the Teen Titans Go episodes where the the Teen Titans, they take control of DC headquarters and they can use like all of their licensed stuff, and they fight Marvel headquarters, but because they can't say the names, they're like Robo-Man's like repulsor blasts or something, or like the Incredible Hank's strength or something. It was so funny. It was just
Jeez.
yeah.
Hank. Sorry, I don't know why.
Didn't Stan Lee literally cameo in the movie for
He
Go?
did.
Yeah,
I
he
forgot
did.
he did.
I don't even care if it's DC. I just love cameos or whatever. I forgot what he said.
Yeah.
Oh, Stan Lee, the best.
He
Truly.
was such a good lad.
Yeah, for
Mhm.
sure. Well, that was a good one, man. That was real good. Any closing thoughts on Ocean's Choice?
It devolved into Teen Titans Go. That's all I really got to
Definitely
say.
got us talking, man. That's for certain.
Yeah, yeah, it really did. And you're welcome, because I'm the one that brought up Go. So there we go. All right,
Just
so
had
now
to bring it up.
let's go away from that and go with what Arson wants to say. Go ahead, Arson.
Penguins of the Madagascar and Lord of the Rings.
Oh my gosh.
I just imagine it's the one scene of like Rico and Skipper, and like Rico's gonna drop the ring into Mount Doom, and he's just like kaboom. Yes, Rico, kaboom.
Private becomes the Smeagol of the story.
I only got inspiration for this because of a meme video I saw of like someone editing in the Penguins of the Madagascar into Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, that's freaking hilarious, dude. Oh, yeah, that's interesting.
I don't think anything else needs to be said.
Yeah, pretty much. I can move on. So guys, before the episode started, we were hanging out in the podcast chat, and I hollered into one of our favorites coming in to join us every once in a while, was Raven. And so Raven stopped in, and I just asked him out of the blue, like, hey, what two movies would you mesh together? And of course that went into explaining, like, what do you mean? It's like, okay, combining two movies, which would you do? And he chose, which was really interesting, because basically all the second one is a remake of the first, is Star Wars and Harry Potter. So so Raven says Star Wars and Harry Potter combined. And if you've watched a bunch, there's this one comedian that goes through and talks about how basically Harry Potter's a ripoff of Star Wars, which he's not wrong.
Yeah, they follow the same beats.
I love Harry Potter, okay? I love Star Wars, but as you go through and he explains every little bit of it, it's like, wow, it is. That's pretty interesting. Family killed, went to go to live with their aunt and uncle. The only thing they didn't have was the blue milk.
The exaggerated duels.
Reminds me.
But
that
Jedi Knight Harry Potter
reminds me of the fact that what is it? Probably like 12 years ago now, back when Death Battle started, they did a Luke Skywalker versus Harry Potter Death Battle.
Huh.
So yeah, I guess they have more in common than I originally thought.
So who won that battle? You can't just leave us hanging.
I'm pretty sure it was Luke.
Man, Force versus witchcraft. That's It's pretty interesting. I think Luke was too. So it depends on the stage of Luke. So would it be the Luke that was the whiny little, and here we go again with my choice of words.
He had the green lightsaber.
The whiny little bitch from the first two movies.
He had
Man,
the green
like
lightsaber, so
little
I assume it was
little bitch is high in
Jedi
your
Master.
vocabulary.
Yeah, it is. But what I'm saying is like he whines so much. I want to go to Tashi Station, and stuff like that. Like it was so annoying. Like he was like the most annoying hero I've ever seen. But then the third one came out, and he was grown, and he actually didn't whine anymore. He was, and it was it was
Character
all about
development.
right, exactly. And then you've got the after the Star Wars. So you got when he comes in on that the season finale of The Mandalorian, and that character is based off of what is it, the heck is that called? I just lost my train of thought. But it's based off the best version of Luke. And like it's so amazing to see him go in there and just wreck every single one of those droids, and just like one Jedi just completely wiped everybody out, and how scared they were of him and stuff like that. Like it was so good.
It's especially impressive after you see Mando struggle with one robot.
Yeah, and he just went through and took out all these like advanced robots, like these ones that were supposed to like run through anything, and he had how many of them on there? Like 10 or so, maybe more, a lot more probably.
Like 20.
Yeah, and Luke just goes through and just like crushes them all. I think he literally did crush one like with the Force. So like seeing him go through there, it would not surprise me that he would literally take out Harry Potter and be like, huh, you're that dude with the little freaking lightning bolt scar. You're done. But yeah, that was an epic scene. Like I really love that part of The Mandalorian, and I have not seen any more of The Mandalorian since, mainly because of other things, but it is what it is. But yeah, so I got to give Raven props for this. Star Wars versus the Harry Potter series. So because I had one, I'll tell you this one. I had one set up to. This was way before we even thought about this. Like it's in our topic lists, and it's basically James Bond. If James Bond went to Hogwarts. And so yeah, I thought that'd be kind of an interesting pick. And of course, not just any James Bond, it had to be the Sean Connery one, who grew up into Sean Connery. Because yeah, so but yeah, that's not my pick, but that was Raven's pick, and I told him I'd give him a little credit for that one because he hopped in here for that short time. So, that being said, Graham, I think you're up.
Winnie the Pooh and any Dragon Ball movie.
Wait a minute, Dragon Ball movie isn't like that piece of trash movie?
No, not Evolution.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Not the live action one. Battle of Gods, the one with Beerus, because I think it'd be really funny to see Winnie the Pooh throwing hands with Beerus.
So we're altering Winnie Pooh to want to throw hands, and then not just like the honey-loving weirdo who gets stuck in holes.
That's what I was
He
going to
would-
say.
Okay,
would
but here's
get-
the thing. Here's the thing. What if Beerus takes his honey though?
No, yeah, he would be like in the middle of eating honey,
Isn't
get
he
hit
also-
in the face, and then just be like, "Oh, bother."
Well, isn't he also basically a stuffed animal?
That depends
Well-
on Robin Hood's imagination.
Robin Hoods? You mean Christopher Robin?
Why did I
Robin
say
Hood.
Robin Hood?
Robin
Yeah,
Hood
whoops.
and Winnie the Pooh.
Yes, Winnie the Pooh and Robin Hood.
Steal
Take
from the
bees
Pooh and
gives
give
the
to.
Steal the poo and give to the honey.
Oh, that was hilarious. He's like, that depends on Robin Hood. I'm like, say what now?
Robin Hood replaces Christopher Robin. Same characters though, just completely different personalities.
I would say like Winnie the Pooh would be
Heffalumps
like
and woozles.
Winnie the Pooh would be like the what's his face? Oh my gosh. Now I can't think of his name. The monk.
Little John.
Little John, yeah.
Ha!
So John Little John.
I call him Mr. John Little. Excuse me. Give him the respect he deserves.
Oh gosh. Okay, we literally just took Grimm's and switched it because of what
Yeah,
he said.
yeah.
Sorry,
Checks
bro.
out though. I mean, hey, both are good. Both are good.
Yeah,
I like
I
them
agree.
both.
Oh, we could do the Robin Hood Disney movie with Winnie the Pooh. That would check out even more.
Yeah. I mean, that's
So-
what I thought we were talking about. So,
Oh, no, when I was thinking Robin Hood, I was thinking like Kevin Costner Robin Hood, you know. Yeah. Or there was this British TV show about Robin Hood that had a guy named Jonas Armstrong. I think that's what his name is. And like at the end of like the 4th series or season, whatever you want to call it, he left the show because of money dispute. And so they killed him off at the end and they were like, you know, you're all Robin Hood. And so they tried to finish the rest of the season like as them being Robin Hood. And of course, everything tanked and then they got canceled.
yep.
Like it was just like, oh man, it was such a good show too. But anyway, so yeah, I do like, I don't know. See, I'm not a big Dragon Ball fan, so you know, I think my roommate would have more intrigue on that. And by the way, I asked him the question that that we all argued about last week, and
Oh boy.
yeah, here it comes. So he told me that Goku should win. And because he's told me over the years that, you know, Goku would win that fight. And I don't want to stir up Arson too much, but, you know, also I'm going to give it credit because he also went on to say that even though he should win, he wouldn't because of all the stupid crap that they give Superman.
Exactly.
And he has never officially said that to me. It was always before that Goku would win. And I was like, man, you just went back on your word. Gosh.
I'll say
So-
this. Just because Superman would win doesn't mean that he's cooler. Goku is way cooler than Superman.
That's because Goku's like a freaking 8-year-old child trapped in a man's body. He's always like looking for the good in people too, and all this other stuff from what I remember watching.
And he's always yelling goofy shit.
So,
Mhm.
all right. Well, that being said, Ocean, do you have another one for us? And I hope it's the one we talked about where we added a third movie to it.
Yeah, I'm between like a couple right now, and that's one of them.
I want to discuss that so bad. I think it's really good idea.
Okay, let's go with that one for now. So we make sure we get
Okay,
it. GI Joe and Aliens.
Oh no, not that one. I was talking about the other one
Oh, which one? Which one?
with Back to the Future.
I didn't have the one written down. I thought that was
Oh,
yours.
really? Oh, okay. Well, then I'll talk about that next then, because you added the third movie onto it, I think. But anyways, GI Joe and Aliens. So, anybody want to start this discussion?
I got nothing. I do not like G.I. Joe whatsoever. I got nothing for that. The only thing I can say is it'd be cool to see Snake Eyes fight Xenomorphs, I guess.
Okay. Should I just toss another one out there since there's nothing on that one?
Yeah. Well, we talked about like, what was the one with we talked about that Snake Eyes would go against somebody like that would be really cool.
Are you trying to put it against the Queen Xenomorph? Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah, I did say that. I was like, it'd be really cool to see Snake Eyes go after the Queen. But yeah, go ahead and choose another one since there was no reaction.
What about Ninja Turtles and the Karate Kid?
Okay, how would that work?
Yeah, what if the Karate Kid trained with the Ninja Turtles?
And tell me it's not Michael Bay, like the original Turtles, right? Not the Michael Bay crap.
I'm fine with that, yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the one I was raised with anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So that's an interesting pick too. So he trained. Where's Mr. Miyagi at in all this?
Shredder killed Mr. Miyagi, and now the Karate Kid lives with the Ninja Turtles.
Oh no.
So basically, Splinter is the new Mr.
Yeah,
Miyagi.
Splinter was Miyagi's rat.
Okay, here we go. That's
Now it goes full circle.
now it does go full circle. That's
So
hilarious.
All you added in was
Wait.
that Splinter's master had a kid too.
What if that means the because I've never seen Karate Kid, but what if that means Shredder is the leader of Cobra then, or the
Cobra Kai?
Cobra Kai? Yeah, that.
Oh wow! Like so, the
Ooh.
Cobra. Oh, that's actually pretty interesting. Like having Cobra Kai and then John Kreese is like someone underneath Shredder.
What if Cobra Kai is like the indoctrination of like the how they get more recruits?
Oh, into the foot. Ooh,
Yeah,
that's and then John Kreese runs that part, but Shredder is like the overall boss.
yeah. Like he runs like the recruitment front.
Dude, I could see this actually happening. That's pretty cool. Actually, I like that.
Yeah, get in
Yeah.
contact, man. I'm sure they'll.
Just give him a
Hasbro,
ring.
I have a proposition.
I have an offer you can't refuse.
That would
Yeah.
definitely not be Hasbro, but it's
'Cause
now
Brody's
Nickelodeon,
nuts.
basically, with the turtles at least.
The turtle. I'm
And
just saying
then,
they're doing weird stuff with the Ninja Turtle movies.
yeah, they are. The last one was garbage, like absolute trash.
The last one was what they did in the last Spider-Man trilogy movie. They just started adding shit in for no reason.
Dude, they sent them to high school at the end of the movie.
What? Why?
Like they literally, because they became known, like they're no longer in the shadows. So they like I watched the movie, and that way I could like completely trash it because at the end of the movie they all go to high school, or like they're all in high school. Like it's like that is the stupidest thing I've ever seen ever. Like like you basically like put them, they had to incorporate them into, into the high school, and everybody was all happy about it, and it was just like you gotta be kidding me. What the
They
hell,
have nothing better
Nickelodeon?
to do
Right.
than go learn algebra.
Gosh, that movie right there puts the original ones to shame. And I bet Kevin Eastman was like, what in the world? Because if he did not like the original cartoon, I know he didn't like the new one, because the new one's so much worse. Like you can't tell me, like, I do want to do a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles episode. I've been wanting to do it. But the best rendition, the best iteration, whatever you want to say, of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was the ones from the early 2000s. Like the one,
I would, yeah, those are pretty good.
right? Well, those are more like comic book accurate for the most part, minus like the robot, the alien shredder. But like it's a lot more accurate than what they had in the original campy cartoon. Back then it was all about the campiness for kids. You've had stuff like that, Looney Tunes and all the other stuff that they had. Even like in He-Man, they had a thing in there where they could not kill. He-Man is not allowed to kill in the series. And they always had to have a learning thing at the end. That's why they had that thing at the end of the He-Man episodes. Like bullying or drugs or whatever. But yeah, so but I do like your premise though, Ocean. I love, like, it's pretty interesting, like the way that just came together really quick. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the Karate Kid. I like it. Like it a lot. And that leads us to Arson.
Nah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All right, well, this will be my last one. And only on the terms that we finally end the episode.
No, can't promise that.
I'll just leave the call in. It's fine.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yep. Hey, to be fair on that one, I tried to join back. I was gonna make it a goof, a gaff, and
Yeah.
you just you limited the party. So
Well, it was already limited, so
technically speaking, this is my first time.
fair enough. All right, so go ahead and go with your one.
Ghostbusters and Evil Dead.
Ooh. Now,
So how exactly does that one work?
yeah.
You know, let's bust some deadites.
And tell me that Ash is actually a Ghostbuster.
Honestly, I just want to see Ash using a proton pack and laughing crazily to himself.
He's like,
So is Ash
Finally
in the
has something.
Ghostbusters world or the Ghostbusters in Ash's world?
I'd imagine like the Ghostbusters show up to the cabin and they just like catch Ash in the middle of his shenanigans.
Ash shoots one of them with a shotgun, and that's how he gets the proton pack.
Okay.
oh my gosh, that's
I like
actually
to think
interesting.
the worst that happens to the Ghostbusters is like, Ray gets possessed as always.
Well, yeah. Ray and his possessions. God.
They would have insane plot armor because, Deadite kill count is pretty high when it comes to the movies.
Right.
There's only one person ever left, but I feel like for a special case for the Ghostbusters is, they have insane plot armor. And of course Ash is Ash, so
Oh my gosh, what if they were in the Army of Darkness setting? Somehow.
I mean that could be like literally the sequel right after. Like right after they defeat the final demon in the cabin, they all just go flying back.
Yep. Oh my gosh. And then of course Slimer gets pushed back with them. You
Yeah,
know.
it'd be like a two-parter.
Can we just say if the Ghostbusters go to that universe, can they bring the green slime guy with them?
That's Slimer.
Yeah, it's Slimer.
Bring Slimer.
He's over there like, "Row."
I just want to see Ash murder Slimer in a vicious manner.
I want to see Slimer freaking slime the crap out of Ash. I think that'd be hilarious.
Well, you could have both in the same episode.
I was thinking more of a middle ground where, yes, it still has some of the sheer brutality of Evil Dead, but it also, it also has, the more, I guess, slightly, because I know the original Ghostbusters, the humor was still pretty dark.
Yeah.
It's just Ash is like chainsawing through Vigo's portrait.
That's. Oh,
Yeah, I
Vigo.
would love to see Ash become an official Ghostbuster.
Oh my
He
gosh.
comes back with him and starts hitting on all the women at the Ghostbusters lab.
I wonder what Jan would think of this. Like, for real.
Jan would probably hate it.
Probably, but it sounds hilarious. Gosh. Well, oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Yeah. Could you imagine the whole Twinkie talk with Egon and in the inside of with Ash or whatever,
It's a
like
big Twinkie.
You know the scene where like the ghost nanny kidnaps the baby in the
Yeah.
one Ghostbusters movie? It's just Ash like jumps onto her and it's to save the kid and just be flying away with her.
Well, that was a guy that did it. That was what's his face?
It
what
was
was
a
his
guy
name?
nanny on the bike.
Well, it was a guy dressed up. What was his name? He was the one that was the museum curator or whatever.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Oh, it was a cross dresser, not a
Well,
nanny.
yeah, well, they made him look like that. Yeah, so Vigo gave him that look so he could.
Disguise.
Yeah, but I can't think of his name. He's Vigo. I wish Zombie was here to say that.
It's trademark
But-
Vigo's phrase.
But yeah, so I like that, man. That is really good. All right, so that leads back to me, and I'll tell you what, I will say the one that Ocean and I were talking about, since it wasn't even on Ocean's radar. And this is more Ocean. I thought this was more you than it was me.
Oh.
But it's basically oh no, it was me because I looked it up. I saw something on it. So it's Fast and the Furious and Back to the Future. And it's like, when this car hits 188 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious crap. And I think it was Ocean that said something about like and then they like go back to Jurassic Park days. And so now they're trying to like speed away in the DeLorean or whatever, or a Charger or whatever, and it all is revolved around the dinosaurs, like
Dude,
Jurassic
that's gonna
Park.
be the Fast and Furious's next movie idea. They've run out of stuff.
It's gonna have to be. I mean, it's all Universal stuff, so they can make it happen.
Yeah, they're gonna go back. They go. Which Jurassic Park are they going back to?
Ooh, it had to be the first.
The first one. Okay.
Yeah. So that, well, I mean, if they're just going back to the Jurassic era, but
Oh, gotcha.
but besides
Right.
that, oh man, I had one I just thought of, and now I lost it. I can't think of what it was. And just that little short bit of, yeah.
Can we combine this with Arsons and they accidentally go back to the like Army of Darkness setting with
Oh,
Ash?
we're crossing.
We're gonna cross over the crossovers.
We're gonna cross over the crossover. So every crossover we just talked about is now crossed over. How's
You,
that
you,
for a
you know how
crossover?
Marvel's always doing the multiverse shit? Everything has to connect. That's what we just did.
Freaking
Behold our crossover.
Get the Marvel crossover episode. Get the Marvel.
somehow we just crossed over Spaceballs with Star Wars too, you know. So
And Dumb and Dumber with aliens.
yeah. You know, hey.
And here come the penguins of the Madagascar with the ring.
The one ring to rule them all.
The Penguins of Madagascar and the Karate Kids one. It's
Oh
just
my
they're just in the
gosh.
background and just keep popping in.
All right, so if we're gonna do that, I'm gonna also say Indiana Jones and the Goonies.
He just whips the chunky one in the face.
Hey, you guys.
With a runtime that'll put the Batman to shame.
Indiana
Yeah.
Jones was the octopus from Goonies.
Oh, jeez. The one that would never aired except for in a deleted scene.
Yeah,
That's
that
funny.
shitty CGI fucking octopus versus fucking Indiana Jones.
That was so horrible. That like, but it actually made stuff make sense, to be honest.
And the best way to end it is the octopus is doing like some weird arm flailing thing, and then he just shoots it like the sword guy scene.
Oh man, this has been a really good episode, guys. I've enjoyed this a lot. We've had some craziness in this. And it's kind of like one of these blowing off steam type of deals, you know? Like, I'm sure we could sit here and think of so many more. But you know, as Arson said, you know, we're just gonna end it here in a few. It's either that or we're gonna lose him. Not really, I'm sure he wouldn't, but I don't know. As soon as, yeah, but let me tell you guys, it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed this, and I cannot wait to see some of these movies that, you know, people are going to listen to this podcast and be like, oh my gosh, why didn't we ever think of that? And but yeah, anyways, I guess this is where we come to an end. I want to thank Ocean for being here, man. I appreciate you, and also for helping to, you know, think of this topic with me. I want to thank Grim for being here as well. You know, I know you're a newbie, but you know, you made an impact, you know, and I've enjoyed having you here. And now we've got a counter for you. So, you know, let's see how many episodes he can go talking about Transformers, even if it's like, so it's going to be like, so to put that in perspective, I'm sure Arson's gonna be like, well, yeah, it's like you talking about Dead by Daylight, you know. And there you go. I talked about Dead by Daylight.
Oh, and then me talking about Breaking Bad. Yeah, we get it. All right, end the episode already.
Mandatory signature franchise reference.
Oh, and so yeah, but on that note, guys, have a fabulous week. And if you get a chance, there's a link in the thing, you know, in their description. Just click on it and go check out our social medias. come follow me on my stream. Go follow Ocean on his stream. Which it, to be fair, like on Ocean's not in the Twitch, but I think I do need to add you to it now because, you know, you've been here enough to where I can add you in there and you're now like a permanent fixture that is like a secondary member, which you're always going to be number one in our hearts. Asshole. But, that being said, I want to thank you guys for being here. I hope you have a fabulous week. And yeah, until next week.
Mm-hmm.